Take a moment, count my guap, count my guap. All these racks bumming in, they bumming in. Hey, count my guap, count my guap. Can I stop coming in, coming in? Put up in a drop top, she drop. I put up in a drop top, she drop. My diamonds dancing high skies, they hold this. My diamonds dancing high skies, they hold this. Yeah.
Astral worlds, my planet, my home. Clouds too high, too strong. Mix this for way too long. Add it up, don't subtract it. Yeah. Pour this with me and let's get straight up. Lambo drop like a dragon. Can't fall asleep at night cause they attacking. Yeah. I hop in the coupe, go insane. I disappear, go David Blaine. We don't live the same. I feed up. I never to try to pay.
I feel like I'm walking through an old shoe.
Boy, you need to show some respect. This place is basketball. And we are nothing without the old shoes that came before us.
We should focus on some new shoes.
Looks like somebody hit copy and paste 12 times on the computer.
Yeah, man, they even step the same.
Man, yo, your girl is a great writer. Tell Coach I'll be in a minute.
What?
Step it up, y'all. We got 10 points to come back from. Look alive and start passing more.
You mean start passing to you?
I mean start turning the game up.
Oh, so if I give the ball to Howie every time, you'll be okay with that?
Howie not gonna make no shot.
Hey, don't drag me. You only worried about this because you know that scout's in the stands again.
AI, Marcus has the matchup in this game. You know he has a point. You've seen it. If we're gonna win this, it has to go through him. Come on, bro.
Whatever you say, AI. We're behind you.
Marcus. Hey, you want to beat these guys? Let's do it together. Pick and roll.
What's the catch?
No catch. I'm about winning. That's how we do it.
All right.
Welcome back, everyone, to Memphis. First half is in the books between the Hustle and the Mad Ants.
And Memphis was able to jump. out to an early lead, but you can't count out the very tough Mad Ants team.
I know this team has too much pride to not come out swinging and try and even things up early on here.
Second half just getting going, so let's move on to the action. Well, you watch Marcus Young play, and he just has an incredible burst with the ball.
And he has what I like to call sneaky speed. He'll surprise you or catch you off guard just when you think you know what he's up to and just go right by you.
Now here is Tatum. Back to AI. Pass to Calderon. Marcus Young on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. And here is AI. That one goes in.
When you play like AI has since arriving to the Mad Ants, you're bound to get some attention. And there are some NBA whispers that have started to surface. You figured it was just a matter of time with the way that he's been producing for this team.
Great communication on the alley-oop.
Excellent recognition from the center. Knight assessing the situation and making the right decision.
High post, Connor Trigg. Pass to Calderon. On the wing, Paul Tatum. AI up top, guarded by Wade. Here's the break. Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. From deep. Flash can't hit.
Yeah, and unfortunately, you know, the big story for the Mad Ants is the motel fire they were a part of recently. Happened in their last road trip. I know something like that can really get in the head of a team.
Now here's Young. Back to AI. That's in, coming off an assist from Marcus Young.
Have to get out on that. AI has proven before that he has a nice looking three-point shot.
Pass to Knight. Hawkins outside. Now here's Knight. Trigg defending to the paint. Outside Edwards. From the top of the key, another one falls for Memphis. And with that fire you mentioned, still no word on what happened, but hopefully some light is shed on it soon.
Yeah, Blake, the important thing is that everybody is safe. For the Mad Ants to come that close to a very dangerous situation is rattling enough, and hopefully the Mad Ants can put that behind them and not let it impact their play.
I have no doubt that Marcus Young will eventually get the call up. He's continued his development quite nicely here in the G League. Very talented guard. Boy, I mean, there's no excuse for missing that shot after being freed up by the pick.
Yeah, I love that movement and communication, and coaches love that too. Came away empty, but they got the look they wanted.
Pass to Ellis. Over AI. That one wide left. And you watch the way that Marcus Young plays. Who do you see him compared to in the NBA?
That's a good question, Blake. He's definitely a lead guard type. I would say someone like D'Angelo Russell or Steve Franchise back when he played. That explosiveness and playmaking is really what connects the dots, right?
Yeah. And now that we've seen a good amount of AI, how do you think his growth has been?
Well, AI has always had skill, but he's shown some great maturity since arriving to the Mad Ants. He looks like someone who is completely focused on improving his basketball career, wouldn't you say?
Now here's Conley. Pass to Beal. And stolen by AI. And here they come. Stops, pops. Yes, on the jump shot.
Nice mechanics on the shot. AI is very gifted at cashing in from these in-between areas.
And what a matchup it is between the Hustle and Mad Ants. Two teams with two very different approaches.
Well, you think of all the characters of the Mad Ants, and it's the polar opposite of the straight-laced Hustle. It's a clash of ideology on the floor.
And again, no good by Memphis. Fort Wayne trailing. Pass to Daniels. Back to AI. Now Boss. AI outside. To the inside. Bucket is good.
Defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And if they don't start showing some aggression, things are just going to get worse. And with the hustle, you know you're going to get a lot of consistency. They just don't have off nights.
And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2. He misses the free throw. The Mad Ants making a switch here.
Shooting from Memphis.
And he sinks the second. And it's the Mad Ants with the ball. 6-point game. Stolen by Conley. They're running. Here's Walker. And finished off by Marshall Walker.
A little showmanship as he increases the lead.
Whew, that's got to be a tough pill to swallow for the defense.
I don't think they wanted to see that.
Well, we know he can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
Back to AI. Stolen by Conley. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Hustle out in front, up 8. And we'll have the start of the 4th quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. The 4th quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. And with the Memphis Hustle, not a lot of characters on the team.
It is hard to point out a player that can separate themselves from the rest of the team. PR, they have a hard time marketing them, but they are effective where it counts on the floor.
Well, maybe you should get out there, Tim. Now here's AI. And he lays it straight in.
Another good pass, impressive offensive execution from them.
Yeah, passing has kept the defense off balance. 4 straight field goals made off an assist.
Here's Ellis. Pass to Conley. Now here's Walker. They grab their own miss. Here's Dedmon. Nice open look, but it's no good. Here's Fort Wayne. Trailing here by 8.
And above all else, Coach Keller, he demands accountability, both on and off the court.
Keller is fair, but he wants people to take responsibility for themselves. That means on missed rotations on the floor and keeping out of trouble off of it.
Daniels outside. Screen by AI. Outside Carter. Pass to AI. Beyond the arc. That one is off. And Memphis the other way.
Well, one thing you know with the Hustle is that they're going to be focused all game, Brian.
At times, the group has been called emotionless, but I think that's unfair. The Hustle never get in their own heads, no matter if they have a big lead or a big deficit.
And I like that even keel attitude. With the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
That's some old school defense, just telling them no easy layups, as simple as that, and I like to see it.
Yeah, just like when we used to play.
And he makes the first.
And really, it's clear Daniels wants to impress, thirsty to prove he's worthy of an NBA roster spot.
That one falls, so he hits them both. The Hustle with the lead. Well, one thing that you can say about the Hustle is that they play incredibly well as a unit.
This group is the very definition of what it means to be a team. I mean, if you look up team in a dictionary, this team will probably pop up. They play with a single purpose, no antics or egos, and they always show up to win.
Now here is Tatum. Shot clock at 5. Back to AI from 17 feet out. Here's Trigg, and he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
Again and again, they're pounding the defense and creating high percentage looks from close range.
And even under pressure in tight, they've maintained their concentration and converted their opportunities.
No doubt about it, the Memphis Hustle can play a very intimidating game of basketball.
The team comes at you in a measured and unrelenting way. It's like you're going up against a hive mind of players and coaches, and that's a daunting task.
Now here is Tatum. Pass to AI. To the paint. Calderon doesn't get it to drop for him. Some by Trigg. Here's Fort Wayne. Here in the fourth, they've only allowed just 4 points. On the wing, Paul Tatum. Here's AI, defended by Edwards. To the paint. A nice shot by Trigg.
And what about the leadership Trigg shows here, knowing they need a bucket and taking the job on himself?
The Hustle, they have a very versatile group of players. Many can sub in for each other during rotations, and it makes matching up easy.
Pass to Flash. Julian Flash can't get that one to fall. They're moving it up. Up the court. Kicks it to AI. Yes! They get the go-ahead bucket.
It's easy to see why the coaching staff goes to AI there. He's got the clutch gene written all over him.
Now Knight. Daniels covering. Down it!
And the poise Knight has in these moments has no problem taking important shots.
Daniels with it. High post. Connor Trigg. AI. Knight with the steal. Here's Edwards. Julian Flash on the wing. Picked by Wade. Here's Flash. And it falls!
Look, you're just asking for trouble anytime you let Flash get this close. You're playing with fire.
AI outside. Back to Daniels. Screen by AI. With the teardrop. It's in! And that shot brings them within just one.
Right there, right there. Plays like that demonstrate how cool Daniels is in the clutch. What a player he is.
Here's Edwards.
Yeah, they had to do that. You just can't let him dribble it out.
Definitely. Got to stop the clock any way possible and just hope they short arm a few of their free throws.
It's a good foul, and it's a good point in this situation to make them hit their shots.
So he gets them both, and it's a three-point game.
That last free throw was critical. Their only choice now is to go for the three to tie.
Timeout called the Mad Ants. Your thoughts, guys?
There's still time left, so they don't necessarily need to go for the three if they can get an easy bucket inside.
I'm not so sure. There's not a whole lot of time to play around with. I think they look for the three and try to tie this thing up.
Yeah, you could do that. I think the quick two might be the better play. Let's see what they do.
And they're going to prolong the game with an intentional foul. He doesn't hit the first, and that one they really wanted. He's got one more, though.
And the leadership qualities Edwards possesses are evident. He's just a guy who shows great pride in motivating his teammates, a great locker room presence.
And the Mad Ants call time here. And what do you guys think?
Well, this one, it's not over if they can get a quick score then foul.
Yeah, a few missed free throws and they're right back in it, but it has to happen fast.
Exactly, Brian. You have to do it real quick.
Trigg, he's covered by Knight. And here's AI outside. And that's the horn. Memphis Hustle come away with the win over the Fort Wayne Mad Ants.
Yeah, you know, with the way the Mad Ants fell back in the first half, you knew that it was going to be a tough road for them to get a win. Credit to Memphis to sticking to their game. Not trying anything fancy.
That's what the hustle is all about, and that's what works for them. The advantage they built is just too much for Fort Wayne to overcome.
And that's going to be all for us, folks. I'm Blake Suniga, signing off. Good night, everyone.
Nikki, hey.
Hi, yeah, first of all, this is totally fine. We can fix this. I only want you. You should have told me what really happened. I never would have written anything.
Video?
I didn't know there was a
What
video.
video? What?
Come on.
Coach, I just think I should know who recorded this. If
What
it's
did
going
I
to be treated
tell
like
you?
evidence.
What did I tell you when I took you on? I talked about discipline and control and respect. You don't have any discipline or control. You just lost my respect. You know what else? You lost your place on this team.
It's over. Everything I've worked for was just wasted, gone.
You can get past this. Spin it, apologize.
Look, I'm not some star player who just sent out a few bad tweets, Nikki. I'm nobody. When you're nobody, they have no reason. They need one reason just to say no, and I served it up. I served it right up to them.
Start over.
I'm sick of tired. I'm so sick of starting over. You said you wouldn't have written anything.
What are you talking about?
The video. You said if you knew about the video, you wouldn't have written anything. Is that true?
I don't like where this is going, AI.
This is your job. This is what you do. You wrote the story, Nikki.
You think that I'm going to ruin your career for a couple of retweets?
Do you know
what is
where
wrong
that
with
video
you?
came from?
What does it matter where it came from?
Because it had to be Marcus.
I don't know. You can check a couple original postings if you do some digging. So what?
You wrote the story, Nikki. You wrote it. People piled on, but you started this. You wrote it. This is your fault, Nikki. This is your fault.
This was a mistake.
What do you mean?
I told you the first night that we went out what my line was,
No,
and
Nikki.
you crossed it.
Okay, look, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it.
Get out.
No, Nikki, I didn't
Find your
mean
own way
it.
back to Fort Wayne.
Marcus the Legend? Didn't even bother to change your username, did you?
You look upset.
You a snake.
Hey, man, I told you I would do everything I have to do to climb over you. And you just happen to be careless enough to turn your back on me. You'd be lying if you said to yourself that you wouldn't do the same thing. So, checkmate. Game over.
Oh, man. I had a friend once tell me that people can recognize desperation just as quickly as talent. And I didn't listen to him. I mean, I knew he was talking to me, but I just figured, just words. I didn't care. But I get it now. In this exact second, me running in here, hollering at you, getting caught up in all this, the league. Seeing you now is like, it's like looking in a mirror. And if that's what it takes, I don't want it. So yeah, man, you gonna get the call now, sure, but it won't last, Marcus. Teammates, coaches, they gonna smell it on you, all that fake hustle, that locker room chess. You're just gonna grind yourself straight back here to where you started. Just a sad weekend amateur, struggling to put a ball through.
Cool story, bro. Seriously, beautiful, amazing story. I liked it so much. I'm going to text you a picture of my first game check. Why are you still here? We're done, right?
Yeah, man. We done.
You're done.
I didn't look so bad. You didn't. You recorded that whole conversation.
I did.
He doesn't know I'm helping you, does he?
Listen, you made the right call by posting that video. Together, you and I, we're gonna do great things. No one I ever want to see him on another roster after this, unless it's like a local rec league. So, what do you think?
I got some old videos. I can make it work.
Yes.
What's your name? What's your name?
This is AI coming at you from Indiana, all by way of China. It's just gonna be a matter of time before the NBA sees what I can do. Fort Wayne, I can't wait to kiss his sorry excuse for a town goodbye. Corey Harris, I'm coming for you. You're gonna be buried right next to Marcus Young.
No, that's not me!
Hey, excuse me, hey. Your busboy Zach Coleman, is he here?
No.
Well, when's he gonna be back? I need to talk to him.
I don't know. He's off in the NBA, living his dream, managing Marcus Young. We're all very proud.
I know, Marcus Young?
Yes.
That's what he said?
Yes. Friendly piece of advice.
Fort Wayne, I can't wait to kiss his sorry excuse for a town goodbye.
I'd try to find somewhere else to eat.
I'm very excited to be here with the Spurs. I mean, I'm also excited to experience the great town of San Antonio. It's a dream come true. Honestly, I'm really humbled by it all. It's the opportunity to be a part of such a great basketball legacy. Everything that Popovich is.
Y'all pretty brave. Being seen out in public with career kryptonite.
Don't forget Fort Wayne's most hated.
Right. Old boy at the burger stand even charged me full price today.
Earl? He never asks full price.
Uh-huh. And then he charged me extra for pickles. And he said, "Have a nice day, IA." Which I didn't totally get, but I assume was an insult.
Nah, I think that's just Earl. He calls me Bert. Even if I correct him, he's still like, "Have a great day, Bert."
So what y'all doing here?
News. You hear about this guy?
No. What?
Bought himself a fishing boat.
Yeah, it looks like I'm not gonna be getting that 12th man spot. So, it's over. Moving to the Keys, let my belly grow.
Got room for one more?
Hey, no way, man. I'm bored that thinking. It's a slippery slope to early bird specials and afternoon bingo games with blue hairs.
Oh, baby. That does sound good.
Look, I'm just saying. I don't know how to fish and I get seasick, but I learn pretty quick.
You're not listening to a word I've said, have you? Hey, you're not gonna spend your time wasting your career on a boat with me. AI.
I got no offers, man. Season's done for me. I don't know, man. Maybe my career's done.
We see right through it. You'll be screaming for a training camp in a month.
Doesn't matter how loud I scream if no one wants to hear it.
Read this.
What is it?
An article. I'm about to publish it on the tape that Zach and Marcus made.
Wait. The audio? You were able to...
I made a couple calls. I had an engineer friend of mine prove that your rant was edited.
This is... Nikki, thank you.
I mean...
Thank you.
Well, what they did was wrong, and they deserve to be called out.
Look, Nikki,
Wherever you end up, try and remember this place. These faces. Make sure they stay a part of you.
Hello?
Have trouble finding me?
Kind of hard to miss, bruh.
Now, you showed me something back in Shanghai when you helped me up from that dunk. I knew the idea of a bigger picture was in you. I'm sure things got awkward in L.A., but I've been checking your season here and there. You look good. Focused. On point. And then...
Didn't work out the way I hoped. That's all.
I knew something was off. I called Tatum. He told me what happened, about how you set him up against a dragon, how you sacrificed in front of the scouts, how you let Marcus shine in Hoosier Gym. So I checked the tape.
Yeah, what'd you think?
We got one game left this season. It's for the 8th spot in the playoffs.
Against the Spurs and Marcus Young.
Hmm? He's blowing up. Every game putting up bigger numbers. If he's playing at 100, he's gonna roll us. And our guy who usually guards him is out, so we figured you might want to take him. You know his weaknesses, and that's why you're here. Trial. One game. Show us what you got. If you shut him down, you seize your opportunity, you'll be in the league to stay. Have your choice of teams next season. Teammates? One more time? What do you say?
I won't let you down.
The Lakers aren't doing me a favor, AI. You earned this.
What's your name?
Don't overextend.
Mm-hmm. Marcus will make the mistakes if you let him flow to you naturally.
Man, I am nervous.
I know. It'll keep you on edge, okay? Visualize. Execute.
So, how's Fort Wayne?
Cold. Snowy. This is your time, AI. Take it.
I just wish this wasn't over.
It's not over. We'll just be something else.
Will I see you again?
I hope so.
AI.
Go Stackhouse, hey.
It's good to see you.
You too.
Just wanted to congratulate you.
Thank you. Listen, I know we didn't get off to a great start.
Are you kidding? I didn't have to deal with your drama. Now I'm lousy with hoagies. Best of every world.
Okay, that's good. That's good. I'm glad.
And I just wanted to announce you have a starting place in the lineup for South Bay.
What?
I'm yanking your chain.
Oh, okay.
You get out there and knock them dead tonight. Laker.
Thank you.
Now's the hard part. You gotta stay here.
No, man, I already told you. Marcus Young does not appear for anything less than $50,000. Well, does he get to keep the ride? Okay. Yeah, he'll think about it.
You get better reception outside.
Nah, it's okay. I did what I needed to do. Everything good?
Yeah. It's great, man.
That's great. Awesome. Wow. Look at you. I'm
I thought
proud
Marcus
of you.
was an easier coat to ride.
Oh,
So you
hold
threw
on.
me away the second you realized I had other plans than being a mercenary, take no prisoners killer.
Man, I don't know what you're talking about here.
Only you could have helped Marcus edit that audio.
Look, man, I want you both to succeed, but sometimes you gotta make a choice.
This area is for players, staff, and approved guests only. You none of those.
It's a business, man.
Not if I can help it.
And one of the feel-good stories of the year, the emergence of AI. Worked his way through the G League.
He's still learning how to create for others, but he's a great prospect.
Trust me, this guy's like double-sided tape. He gonna be sticking, Harry.
AI's first taste of the NBA.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We're wrapping up the NBA regular season in style here on 2K Sports. And the pregame warm-ups wrapping up out in Los Angeles, where it'll be the Lakers going up against the San Antonio Spurs. Last outing for the Spurs, unsuccessful, coming away with a loss to the Pelicans. They're hoping to pick up their first win of this season's series tonight. The last two times they faced this squad, they could not get it done. And we've reached the end of what was a terrific regular season. Kenny, what were some of your favorite moments?
Man, let me think about this. A few teams surprised me about being in the playoff hunt. Yeah. That was good. And a couple of rookies ready to contribute sooner than we thought. That surprised me.
I'm over the regular season.
Really?
Whole season going to be on and cracking and lit.
Wow.
All of those things.
All of those
on
things
and
in
cracking
one.
And lit. You went like 80s colloquialisms to all the way to 2018s.
Colloquialism? What part of history is that?
Just, forget it.
You asked too many questions. Here's Kevin Harlan.
Luck, Marcus.
Please. Enjoy your first and last game in the league, chump.
Two conference rivals, C-Web, squaring off tonight. A little extra. You can feel it riding on this one.
Oh, yeah. You know how the conference rival games go. These games can mean a lot at the end of the season when you're talking about playoff seeding, tiebreakers, all that good stuff. And there's never been anything wrong, in my opinion, with a little mutual dislike. I mean, there are no friends when you step between these lines.
And the starting group for the Spurs. Inside, it's the veterans, Aldridge and Gasol. Young is out there with Green, and it's Anderson in at the small forward. And that one's good, Ingram.
That's just great work inside. Ingram showing the tool set.
And it's the Spurs ball. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, you hate losing a game that you control for 3 quarters, but that fourth was just really an abomination in terms of how they played, and unfortunately, they took an L.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Well, that opening right there, that's just because the defense failed to rotate.
Harris outside. High post Lopez. Knocked away. And stolen by Aldridge. In transition, here come the Spurs. The 19-foot shot. Green, no luck. Here's AI. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. AI's got his first points of the night. And we don't have to tell you folks about just how important this final game of the regular season is. To put it in plain terms, win and you're in.
And for the Lakers and Spurs fans, this is what it's all about. There's just so much history between these two franchises. And even though this is a regular season game, it's got an air of a Game 7 feel to it.
And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
For San Antonio, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. A lot of people have a lot of opinions on Lonzo Ball, but one thing is for sure, Chris, he is a playmaker.
Oh, yeah, and his teammates love to play with him. That's a big thing, Kevin. I mean, he's a natural catalyst for this team. And it goes beyond his impressive passing numbers. I mean, you can see just how different the team is when he's on the floor. I mean, and it means they're moving, they're running. He came into this league advertised as an unselfish playmaker, and he's been that answer.
And here's AI after Marcus Young made that last three-pointer. Clock is at 3. Here's Lopez. No good that time. So the Spurs will take it the other way. Anderson kicks to Young. To the inside, Aldridge. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And just love seeing Young share the ball. When he's focused on involving his teammates, it just makes everyone better.
Now here's Ingram. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game.
The movement and the shot selection are good there, but you can't hit them all.
Here's Anderson. It's a three-point game, and Green gets it to go.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
I mean, you talk about the mystique and allure of Los Angeles. The Lakers are undoubtedly the #1 show in L.A. Truly one of the great franchises in the NBA.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Randall's checked in for Lopez. Josh Hart comes in for Ingram. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Harris. And Thomas subbed in for Lonzo Ball. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Laverne, he's checked in for Gasol. Gay comes in for Anderson. Manu Ginobili, he's checked in for Danny Green. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Young. And with the legacy and the history of the Los Angeles Lakers comes the pressure to win.
Well, for the organization, they have to be the best. I mean, they have no qualms about going out and going to get a big-time free agent. The players up to the front office, everyone in L.A. feels the pressure to win.
Now here's Randall. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Clippers in Los Angeles.
Now, don't forget his rebounding work, too. They couldn't contain him on the glass.
Spurs leading by 3. Murray outside. Here's Gay. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
The scoring skills of Gay aren't just limited to the mid-range and his perimeter. This is a guy who can get it done from the inside as well, thanks to his fantastic length.
Here's Hart. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. AI left side. Pass to Hart. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Oh, man, he's just toying with the D. Look how well AI sees everything that's going on around him.
Murray kicks to Aldridge. To the middle. Here's Gay with the putback. Lakers trail by 3. To the paint, and here we go. Fast break, and AI's got it. You know, Greg, when you talk about AI, you have to mention that he was playing in China before getting a chance here in the NBA.
And just reading about his time in China, it seems like that whole experience was a harsh dose of reality for AI that never quite felt at home. And while he did improve his game, I know he is glad to be back in the States.
Murray kicks to Aldridge. Rejected by AI.
Laying in with some strong D. AI reading and reacting. He can make a difference.
Platoon swap here for the Lakers. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Pau Gasol is checked in for Laverne. Kyle Anderson comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Green is checked in for Murray. Young is subbed in for Patty Mills. And Danny Green, a terrific shooter who also, Greg, happens to give you great production on defense.
Yeah, and I have to say, Green's probably alone in history with his shooting and defense. Only player to ever have 6 or more seasons with at least 50 blocks and 73s. You know, it might be arbitrary checkpoints, but nevertheless, it illustrates just what Green brings to the table, a consistent 3-and-D player.
On the floor for San Antonio, Green and Gay, the two wings. Pau Gasol is out there with Anderson, and it's Young in at the point guard position. Here's Harris. After the basket by San Antonio, kicks it to Lopez. The basket good off the assist from Corey Harris.
Yeah, Kevin, he's using all that size in the paint. Lopez, he's always excelled when he capitalizes in this area of the court.
Now, here is Young, his last outing with 20 points, and he makes that one. And the Spurs lead by 3.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we see new players coming into prominence for the San Antonio Spurs. Now, Greg Popovich gives his veterans credit for accepting it gracefully and helping the young guys be successful. He says it's a tribute to their character and awareness. Kevin?
They certainly have established a great culture in San Antonio. Really something. DA, thank you. And here is Los Angeles now, following the bucket by the Spurs. Lopez, a screen on Young. AI passes to Ingram. His three-pointers off the mark. Spurs leading by 5. Rudy Gay on the wing. There's the 3. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
But if you thought the D was going to tighten up on them here in the second quarter, think again.
If they play it right, we're talking a 2-for-1.
Exactly. But you still want a decent look, because if you miss, the strategy doesn't help you.
And you know, after going undrafted, AI fought hard for his spot in this league. He loves to play the game.
And you talk about getting thrown into the fire. We're seeing the first NBA minutes for AI in one of the biggest games of the season. This team must believe in him to look his way with everything on the line.
And if you follow the news, you might have heard the story of how AI came to land on this team. This is as pressure-packed a debut as it gets, and AI has to be both terrified and elated right now.
Lakers trail by 9. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. AI, the screen. Caldwell Pope kicks to AI. Ball, the pass to AI. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 5 assists tonight.
Oh, that's the super competitive nature of AI right there. Look, he doesn't even think about kicking it out. Scores over some tough teams.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. The Spurs have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
Good on both.
An accomplished shooter with plenty of confidence. Young is a dominant talent, and he knows it.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs. Ahead by 9 is the quarter.
Thanks very much. Pop, how did you keep their offense down in the second quarter?
I thought missed a couple of shots. They missed some easy shots. So they helped us a great deal. So we were pretty fortunate that quarter.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway. Now the third quarter about to get going. Rudy Gay having a dominant impact in this game.
Oh, well, they've done a good job of letting the game come to them, and really few forced shots here so far.
Terrific first half on offense. This is how you draw it up. We'll see if they can maintain that efficiency going forward.
AI is out there with Brook Lopez. Then there's Harris. Then it's Brandon Ingram. And it's Ball in at the 1 spot. And that's the group for Luke Walton as we begin the second half. Chris, when you're watching how a team is put together, what signals are you looking for that the pieces now are the right ones for that team to be successful?
Yeah, what I look for is balance of talent. are you heavy loaded at the point guard position? If you have 5 point guards, it's usually not a great balance. But do you have guys that can specialize in their different areas, rebounding, shooting, dribbling, passing? Do you have players that can space the floor that allows you to play the system that you want? Do you have guys that are engaged and have the ego and the pride to want to get stops on the defensive end? So with me, usually I see that it's a balance when you can kind of check off every box that you need to say, yes, we have what we need this season to get where we want to get.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Pass to Ingram. AI, the screen. The basket good off the assist from Corey Harris. AI's got 6 here in this quarter.
And up until very recently, AI was grinding away in the G League. And from what I hear, he made a lot of progress with his approach to the game and fine-tuning his skill set.
And more, Greg, there are players who just figure it out when they get in the G League. You wonder if AI is the next player to make a successful leap.
So close to getting the steal there, but the deflection equally as effective.
Oh, man, yeah, he read it all the way. He got a jump on it. Very close.
Zubac is checked in for the Lakers. Deng comes in for Brandon Ingram. San Antonio also making some changes. Murray comes in for Danny Green. And it's Mills in for Young. Now Ball. Pau Gasol missing from long range. That one's good. The San Antonio lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Harris.
Oh, wow. 4 of 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
Here's Aldridge. And the foul called on Pau Gasol. That's his first foul. Isaiah Thomas, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Then for the Spurs, Laverne, he's checked in for Gasol. And it's Anderson in for Rudy Gay.
Luke Walton, he's definitely a coach players like to play for. I mean, it helps that he was a player not too long ago. Both stars and role players appreciate the candor and the opportunity he provides them.
Spurs leading by 3. Murray kicks to Aldridge. Aldridge a screen. Murray with it. Working on AI. Murray, no good. And with Walton, you hear players talk about the leeway that he allows them.
And that extra bit of trust Walton gives goes a long way. It's why so many rookies have been able to flourish under him. Young players develop. When you let them learn on the fly, and Walton has done a good job of creating that environment.
He took good advantage of that screen. Murray's got his first 2 points.
All about the pick there. I mean, let him shed his man and square up from jump.
Blasting towards the rim. I love how vicious AI attacks on these aggressive throwdowns.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Murray. And Anderson kicks to Aldridge. Over AI. Rejected by AI. And here comes Harris leading the fast break.
Save that one for me. AI's going to have a very hard time topping that. That was special.
And that last replay, courtesy of the Under Armour Hover Havoc, unleashing a little bit of chaos.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Los Angeles calls timeout. Some changes for the Lakers. Julius Randle's checked in for Zubac. Josh Hart comes in for Luol Deng. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Harris. And San Antonio also making a switch. Ano Ginobili's checked in for Patty Mills. Here's Hart. He's got 5. Thomas kicks to AI. To the paint. Here's Randle. And fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Well, look, Julius Randle making an effort to up his physical condition. Look, you love his motor, and he wants to be able to handle dealing with larger assignments, as he can often give up height on most plays against most players. He's one of the more consistent presence on the floor.
And he drops it in from the low post. Randall's got 4 points in the quarter.
Great presence inside the painted area. This is where Randall's most effective.
They get it back. Aldridge uses the glass to finish the layup.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to make.
Now, here's Thomas. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's AI, and the shot is long.
Wasted opportunity. That's a good chance right there for an easy 2 on the open jump.
The Lakers with the rebound. AI's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Drilled it right as the clock hit all zeros.
Wow, what a clutch shot. He's got nerves of steel.
Woo! And guts to match. That's how you rise to the occasion, fellas.
And so it's AI making highlights for the Los Angeles Lakers. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. We'll return shortly. A chance now to hear Greg Popovich talking to his team just moments ago.
This game is a big boy game. Physicality, toughness with the ball. In transition D is equally important. Love it. You know what you got to do.
We have to love Greg Popovich. Starts off by challenging his guys, and then gives them encouragement.
Yeah, and that's what the great coaches do. I mean, they know when to push and when to pull. How to keep guys motivated.
We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. Okay, now let's reset. Los Angeles will go for a different look here. AI is checked in for Julius Randle. Brandon Ingram comes in for Josh Hart. Harris is checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Ball subbed in for Thomas.
All right, everybody, hold up. Hey, keep it tight. Don't let up on Marcus. You got that?
Yeah, we clear. I understand.
All right, man. Now, look, let's bring this W home. Bring it in.
Let's do it.
Ready? Great.
And the Spurs making a change here. Gasol's checked in. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. AI passes to Ingram. AI sets a screen for Ingram. Some solid defense from Aldridge.
Does well to burrow his way into the post, but loses his touch on the finish.
The drive by Game. That shot, no good. Los Angeles leading by 3. Down low, Ingram. Good, and Harris gets the assist.
Showing some guts out there. Ingram with the big-time bucket.
San Antonio's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Here's Aldridge. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
Great move to get to the rim. I think they're going to take the aggressive approach down the stretch.
And they have to. I mean, this isn't the time in the game to be careful. This is the time to attack.
AI kicks to Harris. Basketball. Back to Harris. Lopez a screen. Just 5 on the clock. Ingram dishes to AI. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
The movement and the shot selection are good there, but you can't hit them all.
And the pass to Gasol. Here's Young. Gets himself open and drills it. Now just a 1-point Laker lead.
No, he's just excellent in these situations. Young, very comfortable commanding the ball during those important moments.
Pass to Ingram. AI outside. Ingram passes to AI. It's good!
And it's not hard to see AI out there in an NBA uniform and not be reminded of that huge dunk he pulled off while playing in China. I still remember that play going viral.
Yeah, Greg, he was the talk of basketball after pulling off that dunk, and it actually helped him kickstart his path to the NBA. It's incredible, isn't it, how a dunk can change a career. San Antonio calls timeout. They're behind by 3. 52 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, AI.
And his focus, guys, has been laser sharp, and his touch from the field, flawless. The teammates have worked hard to get him the ball in some good positions, and boy, has he rewarded them with a spectacular shooting performance. Great call to keep running all those sets for him.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Greg Popovich talk to his team. With this game in the balance, he really came after his guys. He said, this is our time. Right now, be in the moment with each other. Do your job, and I promise you we'll win this game. Back to you.
Ingram, wide open. Count.
Now, that is cold-blooded.
Well, we want people to tune in, don't we? This is what they're tuning in to. Big moments.
San Antonio calls timeout. They're down by 3. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Seconds left in the game. Back to Green. Anderson outside. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Green. Off target from downtown. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
And an intentional foul right there. And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second.
His quiet, easygoing nature, that's what Ball brings. That's what makes him so likable. He's someone his team loves to play for, and they generally respect.
And so it's the Lakers who come out on top here. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
And that about does it for the final game of the NBA regular season.
Hey, Big Tune. Hey, I didn't think I'd see you here.
I'm here as a fan, not as a scout. Thanks for the show.
Hey, man, so what you think? Am I running yet?
Look, this is just the beginning, kid. But you're going to have a lot of teams to choose from this summer. I'll make sure of it. Welcome to the NBA.
Hey, thank you. Thank you.
Tremendous game tonight, and I'm sure there'll be many more to come. But let's start with your name first. Hey, what does that stand for?
That's my name.
What it do, youngin'?
Hey.
Appreciate you meeting with me.
Yeah, you can thank my agent for that.
Yeah? He happened to mention why I wanted to sit down?
Nah, you know, just told me to keep an open mind.
So when you moving to a new spot?
Oh, you know, a couple weeks back.
I still remember my first check, man. Had the little Knicks logo in the top corner. Next day, I went out and bought me a watch or a Frosty. 3 weeks later, on the road in Miami, hit up Mansion post game, and the next morning, woke up, poof, 200 large, gone.
You heard of insurance?
I thought I was gonna play forever, like Vince Carter, collecting a paycheck and a pension. Last thing I remember was James Harden's grin. He hit me with that half cross, half carry thing he likes to do, and I'm waiting for the step back, and the next thing I see, black. Woke up in Cedars. Mama was sitting there with a Bible on her lap while the doctor told her that I had hypertrophic cardiomyopathy. Means my heart muscles were so swollen, blood couldn't pass through no more. Doctor told me I could never play ball again. It's the worst day of my life. The hoop was my identity, man. It was my reason. After that, man, I just spun out, you know? People try to reach out, you know, all the dudes from around the league that you'd expect. Oh, try to make me feel better, but I wasn't hearing them. Wasn't long before I was back in my mama's crib in Jersey. Same single bed, flat broke. It's amazing how quick the cheese melts. Humbling. Comes for us all. Matter of fact, I still remember the first time I saw you playing the Dykeman. You was a freshman. So cocky, you'd make LeVar Ball blush.
Oh, all right. So that's why you took my ankles, huh? Man, I remember. People still send me gifts of that.
That's why you so salty, huh? Man, you are competitive. I get it. No one likes to clown it. Man, the reason I did that, though, man, you was out there stealing my shine, man. I couldn't just relinquish the crown, man. It's Dykeman.
I know, man. They never let you forget.
Right? Man. So we good?
Yeah, man, we good.
All right. See, the real reason I'm here, man, I want to manage you.
Oh, okay.
Look,
Yo, man, have you ever managed anyone?
I mean, technically, you're the first player I've ever even approached about this. But wait. You know, the last few years, I was coaching AAU, and I was finishing up my finance degree. You know, I've been paying my dues.
I don't know, man. Like, what's an undrafted free agent even need with a manager? You know, agent and lawyer got me covered.
No. Listen, they're deal makers. I handle the day-to-day. I'm talking media, endorsements. For instance, how much you paying for this crib, huh?
I don't know, 6.
6. It's a new apartment building over on Park that's willing to let you live there rent-free if you just mention them on social media. I got a car dealership and a furniture warehouse that's willing to do the same thing. That's a new crib and a new car gratis. I mean, it might not be glamorous, but listen, you gotta think about this. Do you want to be the kid with the frosty wrists? Or the one with the diversified portfolio, huh? Look, our paths wouldn't even pass a sobriety test. But we made it back. You survivors. The real ones. Just imagine what we could do together, man. That's all I'm asking. Just imagine it, man.
Hey, you know what? I don't have to think about it. I'm in.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
NBA regular season opener for a couple of teams. Thank you all for tuning in. So happy you're here. I'm ecstatic that you're
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Yeah. Big 14. Oh my God. Hey, hold up, take a moment, count my guap, count my guap. All these racks bumming in, they bumming in. Hold up, hey, count my guap, count my guap. Can I stop coming in, coming in? Put up in a drop top, she drop. I put up in a drop top, she drop. My diamonds dancing hot skies, they hold this. My diamonds dancing hot skies, they hold this. Yeah, hold up. I don't know what planet I'm on. I'm a king, look, watch the throne. I feel like Votto, I'll your heart. Yeah, steady, cause it heavy. Yeah, I'm ballin' hard just like a maverick. Money stretch long, look like elastic. Now that steady, calling me Mr. Fantastic. Yeah, hey, no, I keep up. If you claim, boy, I turn your. Yeah, put you in a. Money sits long, it's elastic. I don't know what planet I'm on. I'm a king, look, watch the throne. I feel like Votto, I'll off your heart. Yeah, hold up, take a moment, count my guap, count my guap. All these racks bumming in, they bumming in. Hold up, hey, count my guap, count my guap. Can I stop coming in, coming in? Put up in a drop top, she drop. I put up in a drop top, she drop. My diamonds dancing hot skies, they hold this. My diamonds dancing hot skies, they hold this. Yeah.
Astral worlds, my planet, my home. Clouds too high, too strong. Mix this for way too long. Add it up, don't subtract it. Yeah, pour this with me and let's get straight up. Lambo drop like a dragon. Can't fall asleep at night cause they attacking. Yeah, I hop in the coupe, go insane. I disappear, go David Blaine. We don't live the same. I feed up. I double to drown the pain. Like I'ma put 6 in a Lambo and jet to the plane. Move for this chain with your elbow. I hope you got aim. Don't need no more stains, but get high like my name. Yeah, hide out in the trees with the bumblebees. Please say the name 3 times. We gon' pop on you like a Mary Main.
Hold up, take a moment, count my guap, count my guap. All these racks bumming in, they bumming in. Hold up, hey, count my guap, count my guap. Can I stop coming in, coming in? Put up in a drop top, she drop. I put up in a drop top, she drop. My diamonds dancing hot skies, they hold this. My diamonds dancing hot skies, they hold this. Yeah.
I didn't like my ears, so I chopped him up. I didn't like my nose, so I chopped it up. I didn't like my hair, so I chopped it up. I never liked my body, so I chopped it up. Come on.